Good evening, fuckers. We're back with the next Train Simulator Classic request video, and this one is a request that came from Nicky Boom 75. I almost forgot the name there. Now, to put it mildly, this is a slightly unusual request. We are going to be moving nuclear material, so it's the FNA flasks, and normally when these things are being moved they will be done in singles. Occasionally they will be moved in twos, and there have been very rare occasions where they get moved in threes. Yeah, keep that in mind. So he asked us to have this going through London, so if there was any risk or any accident, yeah, London is going to be facing quite a few problems. He said he didn't mind whether we did North or South London, so we'll do a bit of both. We are going to start south of the river at Clapham Junction. Our destination is Stratford, which would make sense because you get quite a few freight trains coming through from Clapham Junction, coming in, up from the south coast, and they will go around London on this exact route, probably heading towards Ipswich, Felixstowe, around that sort of way. So yeah, this does happen fairly often, and believe it or not, yeah, nuclear flasks, they do move them through this way. They are that confident in the nuclear flasks, not leaking, that they have no problems with, moving them through on this route. You wouldn't have thought it, but yeah, it is true. I mean, it's not their first choice. They would prefer to do it a bit further away from London, but if need be, they will, bring the nuclear flasks this way. One other thing that he did specify is he wanted it to be stormy. I was like, oh, cheers. So I figured, well, if it's going to be stormy, let's go all out. So I've made it autumn and stormy. Autumn is the worst of the 4 months in regards to, possible wheel slip. So, yeah, I would be beyond amazed if we don't get any wheel slip at all on this journey. Now, the one thing that he asked for that I have changed is the loco. He did ask for the Class 55s, the Deltics. Yeah, Deltic for this sort of run, that's a bit... Yeah, it would never happen. They would use either trains that are powerful enough to pretty much guarantee getting through, or they would use old crates that they don't really care about if they do end up losing them. I've gone for the latter, so even though I do really like these locos, yeah, they are old crates, and I don't think any rail company would be that sorry if they lost them. They'd rather have the insurance payout. So yeah, we are going to be using the Class 40. Still, extended front nose, so it's not that unlike the 55. Well, okay, as the extended front nose, and that's about it as far as what this has in common with the 55. But there you go. It's got the visual look anyway. So the actual distance we will be covering is about 18 or 19 miles. Obviously there will be no stops along the way. The only other thing to add is, I've set the time to 10 AM for no reason at all. So that's the setup. Let's get this up and running. Okay, here we are. No sign of the rain. Certainly hear the storm. Okay, the rain's coming now. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, those windscreen wipers are making all the difference. Now, even though it is rather dark and murky out, yeah, there's no working cab light, so yeah, it's going to stay rather dark and murky in here. None of the usual controls are doing it, so yeah. Yeah, it's going to stay like this. So we're on platform 16 now. Normally, if a train is going from Clapham Junction to the West London line, it would be on platform 1. It wouldn't be all the way out here on 16. But considering what our consist is, they're keeping us out of the way. So here is our class 40. Do really like these, and yeah, here are our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 nuclear flasks. And we have another class 40 at the rear. So yeah, I think they would be rather keen to have us get out of here a bit sharpish. So let's do just that. The old class 40s are nicknamed the Whistlers, and you can kind of hear why. There's a little wail from the turbocharge. We pass a 378, and we are now going down a 1 in 70 downhill gradient. Fine once we're in the 30 zone. We've got to get in there yet. That's close. Oh, anyway, here we are in the 30 zone. Let's get a bit of speed up. Aided by the 1 in 70 gradient. Ground has levelled out. So we're just puttering along at 28 mph and we are overtaking these cars here. So here is where we join the West London line. Let's get ourselves up to 30 again. certainly making enough noise as we go over the track joins. And the reason why we make so much noise is being a 1 Coco 1 wheel arrangement on this particular loco as we cross the Thames. So yeah, that wheel arrangement means that as we go over track joins, no shortage of wheels making the old clacking noise. We are entering a 50 zone as we approach Imperial Wharf. We're now in the 50 zone. Let's get a bit more speed up. Yep, that is Imperial Wharf Station, or was. Next station is West Brompton. Before we reach West Brompton, we are passing a certain football stadium here. So if we could just park outside here and then trigger off all these nuclear, would-be nuclear bombs, just about here. Or about here, that would be I'd have no problem with that. Another 378 goes by. This is West Brompton Station. I am speeding, I wasn't paying attention. So we are approaching a 60 zone, but we're not going to be doing 60 for very long at all, because we have a 25 zone coming up just as we approach Kensington Olympia Station. Brakes on this are working a hell of a lot better than I thought they were going to be. So in the 25 zone, here is Kensington Olympia Station. Yeah, quite a big old station here. Well, the platform's big anyway. So entering the 60 zone. So we should be able to go through Shepherd's Bush station at quite a rate. Here we are. So, yep, here is Shepherd's Bush Station. We're quite close to the old BBC television set there here. I think the next station is Willesden Junction, and this is where every line in London seems to converge with this place. Yep, it is Willesden Junction. So we need to start losing some speed. We're on a 1 in 60 uphill, which is certainly going to help bring the speed down. So it's around here that any electric locos using the third rail would now have to switch over to using the overhead AC power. Into the 30 zone. Really need to lose some more speed. What's this train coming up? It looks like a 59. Yeah, it is a 59. Now 1 in 60 this uphill section. They're into the 20 zone. Still going uphill, 1 in 97 now, so it could have been a lot worse. Not easy to see out through these windows, but yeah, this is the I think that is the line that has come from Richmond. This is where we join onto it. Now speeding. Another 378 at the station. So we're now in a 20 zone. Let's get a bit of speed up. So yeah, Wollaston Junction now left behind. A sprawling mess, that station. Mind you, it needs to be. It's not done purely by design. Right, into a 35 zone. Let's get a bit of speed up now. Cancel Rise is well, the next station anyway. Now in the 45 zone, we get a bit more speed up. Here comes Kensal Rise station with the cargo containers just off to the side. I still don't think that's how the station would look. So you have Bronsbury Park coming up, which is very quickly followed by Bronsbury itself. So yeah, here we are at Bronsbury Park. So this is Bronsbury. And very soon we have West Hampstead. Hampstead Station. And then very soon we have Finchley Road. I'm not sure what route this is that we're going over here. It's got to be one of the major ones. I don't think we are far enough east for it to be the East Coast Main Line. Could be the Chiltern Line. So this Finchley Road and Frognall. Another 378. I think I kept calling them 478s earlier. Yeah, it's a 378. So we have a 20 mph section fast approaching. It's a fairly short one. So yeah, this is Hampstead Heath. George Michael's old haunt. Took us well beyond the 20 mph limit, so that yeah, the gradient can allow us to pick up a bit of speed just as we are entering the 20 zone now. This is our approach to Gospel Oak. Turn off here. This line here is the start of the Goblin line. As you can see, it is not electrified. We are not yet traversing the Goblin line, so we carry on going. Next stop is Kentish Town. We will be able to pick up speed to 45 in a few seconds actually. There we go. But not for very long. We have another 20 section as we approach Camden Road. It is, yeah, we have Kentish Town West station first. no idea what football ground that is. Kentish Town United or something. Oh, who fucking knows. We got to, yeah, braking a bit lively. We're not going to get our speed down in time, but we're not going to be speeding for too long. Brakes on this thing are seriously good, it has to be said. So here is Camden Road Station. It is Camden Road where the market is, isn't it? So we are entering the next 40 zone. I don't think we're going to be able to do 40 for very long, but we can certainly increase speed anyway. There we go. Approaching Caledonian Road and Barnsbury Station. And all the staff in all of these stations will be exceptionally pleased to see the back of us. Highbury and Islington coming up. Yeah, 1 in 96 downhill. No wonder we're picking up speed. So yeah, Highbury and Islington right here. So this is Canonbury. I'm having to do a lot more exterior shots than I normally would because I just can't see a thing out of the windscreen here. So here we have Dalston, or Dalston Kingsland to give it its full name. Here we are approaching a 45 section. We have lost a fair bit of speed, so maybe we can pick it up before we even enter the 45 zone. We're into the 45 now. Hackney Central is our next station. Yeah, here we are, Hackney Central. Homerton, we are fast approaching. I think it is our penultimate stop. We're fine for that 40 mph zone that's coming up. So yeah, Homerton. In fact, Hackney Wick is a penultimate stop. Yeah, we need to start braking again, get us down to 25. Another 378. Let's get ourselves back to 25. I mean, it's still quite slow, so I don't really want to lose too much more speed than I really have to. Stratford will soon be appearing on the route display. So here is Hackney Wick. Downhill section. The anti-wheel slip protection on the Class 40 is pretty much non-existent, and yet we've not needed it. We've done alright in this. I'm not accelerating because, yeah, we've got this 20 coming up, so there's no real point in accelerating. Our speed's increasing anyway because we're on this 1 in 126 downhill section. See the that monstrosity, the West End football ground, the velodrome there. I think it was called the Pringle. It's obviously gone, but I think somewhere around here that was where the, I don't know if it was just called the Box, or it might have been the Chocolate Box or something, where they held the handball competition, among others. So into the 15 zone, and our platform is coming right up here. I don't think anyone in London will be too delighted to see us pulling up at a dead end, but they will be pleased to see it when the other driver gets into the cab at the other end and takes us out of here. And yep, there we are. So that, yeah, was Clapham Junction to Stratford through West and North London with our 5 nuclear flasks right here. So London is, well, almost safe. It'll certainly be safe once the other driver gets into the end loco here, and starts moving us actually out of Stratford. But that's another driver, that's not me that's doing that one. Let's see how well we did. I did get it. I see I got a fair few speeding, yeah, 8 speeding errors. That is terrible for a run that's only 18 miles. So yeah, that is not good at all. But then I was having to look out, yeah, using the external view a hell of a lot, because as much as I like the Class 40, you know, I'm a big fan of the Class 40, but its windscreen wipers are useless, to put it mildly. Absolutely, yeah, pointless things. Still, that's the only complaint I have about them. So there we go. That is that video done, and we will see you at the next one.